What's up, Bible Boot Camp? Here is your Revelation review for chapter 1. So the year is 96 AD. It's been about 63 years or so since the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, since the day of Pentecost and the birth of the church. Guys like Paul, Peter, the remaining apostles, they've all died, many of them martyred. Yet there is one last of the 12 disciples that remains, and that's John. And by 96, he's been imprisoned on this island of Patmos, which is between Turkey and Greece, and he's been there for about a decade now. And probably unknown to him, he will soon get released off the island, but before he does, John receives a vision, a revelation. The word means unveiling, and it's going to be an unveiling of none other than the very person he loved so much, Jesus Christ himself. Now, chapter 1 is uniquely outlined. You're going to get an introduction, followed by kind of a salutation, and then a description of this vision he gets of Jesus. And then in verse 19, you're going to get something I don't believe you'll find in any other book of the Bible, and that is an outline of the entire book. Think of it as a table of contents to the book of Revelation. And then it finishes off with a preparation for chapter 2 and 3. Now, this opening chapter also has a very cool characteristic to it. It promises a blessing to the reader and listener of the book. Now, Revelation, in a sense, is Jesus doing a Skype call with John and giving his report to 7 churches. You got to keep in mind, it's been 63 years since the start of the church. There's over 100 churches, but he's going to spotlight 7 churches, and all 7 are going to receive a report on how they're doing from Jesus. But they're also going to read each other's report card. And think of chapter 1 as kind of being the cover letter to this package that's going to go out. So John is on the island. He's worshiping. Most likely it's on the Sabbath at the time that this happens. And he hears a voice like a trumpet blast. And when he turns, he sees the vision of Jesus Christ. Now, remember, it's been 63 years since he's seen him, and this is not the pre-resurrected Jesus, but this is the glorified one. His description, as a matter of fact, is very similar to what John had seen of Jesus during the Mount of Transfiguration. Hair as white as snow, eyes like flames of fire, and a face that shined like the sun, really comparable to what he describes here. And Jesus is holding 7 stars and standing in the middle of 7 gold lampstands. By the way, 7s are going to be prevalent, to say the least, throughout Revelation. Now, John, not surprisingly, is shocked and falls at his feet, but Jesus comforts him. John, who was universally recognized as the disciple that Jesus loved, here finds himself near the end of his life, having dedicated decades to proclaiming the truth about his Lord and Savior, and he is the, kind of quote, last man standing in a sense, receives one more interaction and mission. Now, the chapter finishes with Jesus giving him an outline of the book and an explanation of the mystery of the 7 stars and 7 lampstands that he saw. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches. Up next, chapter 2 and 3. The 7 letters, the report cards from Jesus to these 7 churches. These will be very unique letters. They are multifaceted and multi-designed and multi-layered. They're designed to be specific to those 7 churches, but they're also designed for churches today. And you're also going to find that they are personally constructed for you and I. And I think you also discover they're prophetic. And we'll uncover all that next time on Revelation Review.